Hey, what's up, y'all? Martech79 here. We are back again today to talk about Disney's The Little Mermaid, the live action remake. Oh, God. Another live action remake. Yes. Tell you what, man, honestly, I have not been a fan of really any of the live action remakes. The Lion King, the animated one from 1994, was my favorite movie of all time. And when the one, I think they made it in 2020, came out, the remake, I despised it. I didn't really like it at all. I'm going to be completely honest. I kind of hated it. That takes us to The Little Mermaid. How did I really feel about it? I tell you what, man, it has some extremely high highs. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I really did. Easily my favorite Disney live action movie of all time, but that's over a lot of everything. The Mulans, The Beauty and the Beast, The Maleficent, The Lion King. Halle Bailey's performance of Ariel, I feel like topped every performance of The Little Mermaid, the original, and of all of the remakes that we have seen thus far. Her recapturing of the essence of the music, of the Disney music that has been in our hearts for so long, for decades. She presented her voice in such a beautiful way that is definitely the driving point of this entire film. And on that point alone, that is why this film is a success. Definitely Disney's choosing of Halle Bailey to perform the role of Ariel was a brilliant decision. If for nothing else, the main reasoning to go to the theater to go see this movie is to see Halle Bailey's performance as Ariel. Honestly, I think it was a masterclass, and I think she should be at least recommended for an Oscar nomination. She was that good, truly. The best thing for me is I didn't even know Homegirl could act. I thought she was just a singer. So it was a complete surprise for me. I was shocked on how good she portrayed the character. I'd be shocked if Disney didn't have future plans to involve her in another project, truly. Now we have Prince Eric. Now I'd completely forgotten that through a large portion of this movie, Ariel had lost her voice and she couldn't talk. So you definitely need a wonderful Prince Eric to be able to portray the voice acting to really get all of those emotions to let us know what's going on in the scene. Of course, Halle Bailey did a wonderful job portraying the facial expressions that she needed to portray when she wasn't able to speak. But you have to have a great Prince Eric to counteract her facial expressions to really get the most out of the scenes. And the actor did a wonderful job. He really did. I have no experience with this actor, honestly, and I don't even know his name. And I don't even care to Google his name. But I just know that he did a great job. I was very satisfied with his performance, and I hope to see him in future projects. He was really good, man. He even had a solo number in the movie that my daughter was absolutely intertwined with. Her eyes couldn't leave the screen. She's 6, and I think that might be her first official crush. And now we have Nightmare Fuel. I mean Flounder. Sorry. I don't know who was scary on screen. The shark that was chasing Ariel and Flounder at the beginning of the film, or Flounder himself. Oh my God, what happened? I don't think I've ever seen a fumble worse when it comes to a character design. Oh, God, Disney. This is such a departure from Felder's kind of chunky, cartoony design. I know you're going for realism here. I get it, dude. Does his fish realistic counterpart really look like that? I guess so. Maybe. Oh, my God almighty. Jesus Christ. Even my daughter was looking at him like, what's wrong with him? Oh, like, baby, I don't know. The voice actor did fine, whatever. It's cool. But man, you really should have taken that back to the drawing board and really tried to decide, like, we sure we want to go with this, boys? I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm sure a lot of people weren't feeling it either. I feel like I've seen some stuff across the social media boards here, and then I was like, cool. So I wasn't alone. I found this creepy, and it's still creepy, and it's forever going to be creepy. That's all it is to it. And then we have Sebastian. Again, I mean, his performance was satisfactory, but he was definitely one of those original characters. I don't think it would have mattered who you would have found to do the voice acting for Sebastian. Nothing was going to top the original actor for this character. It's just too iconic, man. It's too much. He did a phenomenal job, but when he was singing the song, "The sweet name is always Gleaner," it just didn't hit like the original, and of course, y'all know that I'm a Disney World advocate, so we do the Little Mermaid attraction every time we go to the Magic Kingdom. It just wasn't hitting like that original voice actor could hit. It's just something different. His voice, his character really made the original cartoon film. I mean, he did a phenomenal job. He really did. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the new voice actor. It just wasn't the same. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't phenomenally good either, like the original. It was just like, okay, cool. That works. It's not bad. It's not great. It works. And then of course, Aquafina somehow snuck her way into Little Mermaid as well. The cool thing about me is that I really didn't do any research for this movie at all before we went to go see it. Just kind of just went to go see it like, I'm figuring it's gonna be good. Let's give it a try. And then lo and behold, I see the bird fly on screen. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely that is Aquafina. I loved her in Shang-Chi. I loved her in Ryu. Hearing her again, Disney keeps on giving her work. I'm not mad at it at all. She had a really funny rap scene. I feel like in some ways she had more lines than Ariel did. That is a true statement. Go watch the movie again. The bird talked. She talked a whole lot. I feel like she talked more than anybody. Listen, I enjoyed her character. She was really the comedic standpoint of the movie for sure, besides Sebastian himself. And I really enjoyed her character. I definitely understand why Disney keeps giving her work. She was good, man. She really was. I can't wait to see what next animated flick that they sneak her into for sure. And then we have King Trident. Not really a whole lot to say. He was definitely a spitting image of how he appeared in the original cartoon. He had that deep-rooted dad voice. He was powerful. He was strong. He was protective of his daughters. He was extremely protective of his deceased wife, unfortunately. And he didn't want any fun in the kingdom until Ariel showed him the error of his ways. Basically, exactly the same portrayal from the original movie as what we see here in the new movie. So I really don't have anything bad to say about his portrayal of the character. It was cool. That's it, man. And then we have the make or break Ursula from Melissa McCarthy. This was one that I was most concerned with because honestly, I didn't even know that Melissa McCarthy could sing. She definitely shocked the hell out of me. Oh my God. Upon fortunate souls. Every line of dialogue that she belted out when she was singing was shockingly good. Couldn't believe it, man. She really knocked it out of the park with her portrayal of Ursula. I can definitely see why Disney gave her the part 100%. She definitely played the hell out of this role. It kind of goes with my favorite saying is that even with such as a Disney movie, they're only as good as the villain allows the movie to be. If you have a crappy villain, you're going to have a crappy Disney kind of heroic movie. And definitely Ariel is kind of plays your hero in this story. Ursula is most definitely the villain. And she definitely plays her role well. Very good. Definitely a bravo performance from Melissa McCarthy. She was wonderful. Highlights of the movie for me, by far the music, Halle Bailey singing along with the rest of the actors and actresses is definitely the high point of The Little Mermaid for 2023. Without that, you don't have a Little Mermaid movie. Definitely sets the tone for the film from start to absolute finish. I find myself yearning for the next song after the previous song ended to get me through the movie. It's definitely still an enjoyable story, but for me, The Little Mermaid definitely is at its highest point when we are hearing the classic songs, especially when they are sung by the ridiculously talented Halle Bailey. I cannot speak highly about her enough. This was a make or break movie based on her performance, and she definitely delivered. Now, do I recommend this movie to all of you dads and daughters and moms and daughters? Absolutely. This is a movie that every Disney fan should travel to the theater to see. According to the box office, you all have been doing that. So very happy to see this movie get the success that it deserves. Now, something that I feel like I should mention, they did change a little bit from the original to the new one. Instead of having Eric deliver the final blow to Ursula, they did have Ariel deliver the final blow to Ursula by guiding the ship with the stake or whatever into her chest instead of like Eric doing it, whatever. I kind of enjoyed it, especially going to see it with my daughter. You know, I kind of enjoyed that change because, you know, I don't know, I'm trying to raise a strong natured daughter. So, you know, it works out for me. And instead of them getting married at the end of the film, they actually go off to travel the frontiers of the ocean to discover new lands instead of just getting married and let's have babies. I kind of enjoy that ending. That's definitely a more 2023 style ending than a 1989 ending as well. So I like the changes, you know, but I'm a girl dad, so I'm kind of definitely right up my alley. I'm sure the woke crowd is no, you're changing the history. No, you're raising weak men. Okay, bro, well, maybe this movie is not for y'all. You know, I'm just saying. And what can I say, man? That is coming from a guy that usually does not like the live action Disney movies. I like my Renaissance Disney movies just as much as the next guy, but sometimes they do come out on top, and I strongly feel that the performance from some of the actresses here really topped the original for sure. So what I want to know now is your opinion. Did you hate it? Did you love it? Did you like it? Did you kind of was meh about it? I want to know. Tell me in the comments below, but be respectable about it. Be an adult about it. That's all that I ask. As always, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. I really appreciate you guys' support. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, I will see you guys on the next one. Catch you guys later. Bye.